And welcome to Robert J. Collins Arena in Lincroft, New Jersey. The Rowan, Cumberland, South Jersey Dukes visiting here in Monmouth County to take on the undefeated, 5th ranked in the nation in Division III men's hoops, Brookdale Jersey Blues. Now Brookdale, a little bit deprived of players right now with an injured Frez Cabrera. Frez Cabrera, the leading scorer on this squad, the only sophomore of this team. But now a new surprise player to start for Brookdale is number 20. He's at the logo now in the middle of the court, Alan Ozoji. He is a 6'8" center, from Union, New Jersey, not too far from here, about 20 minutes north, as Ozoji tips it over. And Ozoji recovers his own tip. And here's Kevin Mateo, the three ball, no good. Number 11, Rich Santos, trying to recover the ball there. It will stay with the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Again, welcome to Robert J. Collins Arena, as you see Ron Flood laying it in for the Jersey Blues to make it 2-0, and starts the scoring off for Brookdale. 19 and a half to go with 30 seconds in to the first half of play. The Rowan Dukes out of Cumberland County is stolen away. That is Kamar Thomas being stolen away by Andre Wells. Mateo over to Haliburton, shoots the three ball. Is fouled by number 15, Isaiah Walsh, a freshman forward out of Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. That is about an hour and 45 minutes south of where we are right now. So fouled on the three ball. Haliburton taking 3 tries out of the charity stripe and will make the first. Brookdale 12-0 on the season, 8-0 in Region 19 hoops. And again, as I said before, Frez Cabrera, their best player, averaging 18.8 points per game, out for the Jersey Blues, as is Timmy Jombala, who averages 7 points a game, but a whole bunch of more rebounds for the Jersey Blues. Alan Ozoji, a brand new player for the Jersey Blues, is the very first game of this season. And he is back for the Jersey Blues. I talked with head coach Paul Chizek before the game started, and he said that Frez Cabrera should be back probably by the end of this week, if not next week. And Timmy Jombala, he said it will probably take a little bit more time with a tough ankle injury. As you see, he's at the back of the bench. Alan Ozoji kicks it out to Haliburton. Rich Santos kicks it away. You don't see much height with this Rowan Duke squad compared to Alan Ozoji, who stands at a very tall 6'8". Excuse me. Kevin Mateo goes over to Andre Wells, shoots a three ball and hits it. Brookdale up 8-0, 8-0 over the Rowan Cumberland Dukes. Brookdale playing very tough defense. Their defense so stifling as Kevin Mateo tries to steal the ball. He gets fouled in the act. Head coach Paul Chizek in his 31st year at the helm of this very winning program. Number 15, Isaiah Walsh, puts it up and gets fouled, so he will get a chance at the line for two. Brookdale with an early 8-0 lead. And he makes the first. And Walsh makes the second. And Kevin Mateo makes a play call, gives over to Andre Welsh. Alan Ozoji with his first bucket as a Jersey Blue this year. He was previously a part of the team a few years ago, about a year or two ago, as Coach Chizek told me. But now he is finally back with the team at a time that they really need a big man, now without Timmy Jombala for the time being. Isaiah Walsh giving it over to Kamar Thomas. Kamar Thomas averages 19.9 points per game as James Waug puts up a shot, no good. But Niles Haliburton off the back iron on the other end, trying to shoot the three ball. James Waug over to Walsh. Now that's number 5, Miles Sapp. And Kamar Thomas blocked away. Mateo in hot pursuit, gives it over. Wells, Ron Flood. And now Haliburton not afraid to shoot it in someone's face. Mateo is trying to pass it over to Alan Ozoji, but stolen away. Rich Santos putting it up, no good. And a rebound by Ozoji. Ozoji putting up the three ball, no good. Off the back iron. And James Waug puts up the shot and is no good. James Waug gets a chance on the line for two. Devin Strickland set to check in for the Jersey Blues. Strickland will check in for Ron Flood. Waug makes the second. Kevin Mateo over to Niles Haliburton, puts up the shot and in. Niles Haliburton has to be one of the best shooters on this basketball team. Haliburton averages 48% from the field altogether, 29% from the land of three. Pretty good percentage for a tall 6'4" freshman out of Matawan, New Jersey, nearby. Probably about 10 minutes away from here. You see that is number 5, Miles Sapp, making the lay-in for the Rowan Dukes. Haliburton got the steal, and here comes number 1, Kamar Thomas, laying it in coast to coast. And the lead is down to 4. Kevin Mateo gives it over to Andre Wells. Now back to Mateo. Devin Strickland wide open with a shot, puts it up and airballs it. James Waug brings over the timeline. There's going to be an illegal screen on Miles Sapp. Miles Sapp is a freshman out of Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. And he is the big guy on this squad. Andre Wells, Strickland, and now Haliburton at the left corner. A great pass from Alan Ozoji over to Andre Wells, who hits another 3-ball. Brookdale now up 15-8 on top of the Rowan Dukes. Rich Santos at the right corner. Lay-in by Miles Sapp, no good, but a lay-in by Isaiah Walsh to clean up the mess is good. Brookdale lead down to 5. Alan Ozoji, the shot, no good. And a rebound by newly checked in J.J. German, who's a freshman guard out of Egg Harbor. And a great steal by Kevin Mateo, which results in Devin Strickland laying it in, and a timeout called by the Rowan Dukes. You see that replay there, courtesy of Devin Strickland. 17-10, 13:32 left in this first half of play. We'll be right back in just a few seconds. Don't go anywhere here on Brookdale TV. 17-10, Brookdale on top.
Hi, my name is Andre Wells. I'm from New Jersey, and I went to Mattawan Regional High School. I'm a point guard for the Brookdale men's basketball team, and I chose Brookdale because it's a good fit for me and my family, and the basketball program is very successful.
13:32 left to play in this first half. Rich Santos goes up and explodes to the rim against Niles Haliburton and lays it in. A great move by Rich Santos out of Turnersville, New Jersey, a freshman guard. Haliburton puts up a shot of his own. Second try is good. 19-12, Brookdale on top of the Rowan Dukes. James Waug with possession over to Rich Santos. Thought about the shot, but defended by newly checked in out of the bench, Colby Sylvester. This is J.J. German at the corner, no good. Kevin Mateo grabs the board. Haliburton over to Colby Sylvester. Thought about the shot, brings it back. Haliburton with the shot. Shooter's roll, doesn't go. And Waug with the possession again. Brings it back, defended by Kevin Mateo. And lost the ball. So he will check out, and Brookdale will take back possession. Kevin Mateo over to Devin Strickland. Colby Sylvester strong on the shot. That will stay in possession of Brookdale. Andre Wells set to inbound from under the basket. Mateo. Sylvester back to Mateo. And Mateo at the top of the key. Here's Devin Strickland putting it up and in. Swishes it home. Nice little floater to bring the Brookdale lead up to 9. Isaiah Walsh putting the layup and no good. Andre Wells, Mateo thought about it. Kicks it out. Haliburton, Wells, Mateo. Great ball movement by the Jersey Blues all around, and it results in Niles Haliburton with the 3 ball and brings the lead up to double digits. Great sequence by the Jersey Blues there. Unbelievable ball movement all around. Kamar Thomas puts it up and stops the bleeding for the Dukes. Kevin Mateo. And Halliburton misfired that basketball. And we'll go back to the Dukes. 24-14, Brookdale up by 10. 10:44 remaining in this first half of play. J.J. German running the point, brings it over the timeline. Goes inside and stolen away by Colby Sylvester. And he will put it up and lay it in. Coast to coast to the bucket to make it 26-14. Brookdale on top. Take a look at that replay with Sylvester. Let me tell you, Colby Sylvester, he has been unreal off the bench. In the last game against Bergen County, you see number 1, Kamar Thomas, paying the 3 ball. Colby Sylvester got 14 points off the bench against the Bergen County Bulldogs in the away game just a few days ago. There's a missed shot there by Andre Wells, and Kamar Thomas coast to coast with the lay-in at the other end. 5 straight points for Kamar Thomas. And explains why his average points is 19.9 per game. Colby Sylvester, the 3 ball off the mark. Danny Galashevsky, the recovery, no good. But Strickland there to clean it up. Isaiah Walsh picked away by Devin Strickland. And he takes it, puts it up, and lays it in. 30-19 with 9 minutes to go in this first half of play. And the fans are amped here in Collins Arena. Kamar Thomas steps back, puts up the shot, and fouled by Danny Galashevsky. He'll get a chance for 3 at the line. Kamar Thomas at the line for 3, and makes the first. Kamar Thomas is a 67% free throw shooter. Alan Ozoji, a brand new Jersey Blue on this year's squad, checking in for Brookdale, as is Kevin Mateo checking back in, both coming in place of Haliburton and Wells. Shooter's roll is good, so he makes all 3 from the line. Colby Sylvester, shifty with his handles. Galashevsky at the other end. Over to Mateo. Strickland, Galashevsky puts up a 3 and in. 33-22. Brookdale and Rowan split by 11 points. James Waug against Mateo and fouled by Galashevsky. And check that, that's going to be a foul on Rowan. And Ryan Neely checking in for Brookdale early, checking in for Devin Strickland. Ryan Neely typically a bench player, doesn't get many minutes. But now he puts up the three ball and shows a reason why he should be on the court right now. 36-22, Brookdale on top. Ryan Neely right away making an impression for this Jersey Blue squad, and Kamar Thomas exploding to the rim. Neely, Golashevsky. Danny Golashevsky, a 6'1" freshman guard out of Sayreville. And that's going to be a foul on Kamar Thomas. They're going to call a foul on Kamar Thomas. They would have thought it would have been a held ball or a travel on Ozoji, but Alan Ozoji will go for his first free throws at the line. Darren Stalling noticeably not happy with that call. And number 24, Torrey Harris, who is a freshman guard out of Cape May Courthouse, checks in for the first time for the Dukes, as Alan Ozoji gets both at the line. James Waug over to Harris, and now Waug again. Harris stepping back. James Waug at the top, defended by Ryan Neely. Screened by Ronald Smith, who also is a newly checked-in player. And Colby Sylvester shifty with his handles and recovers his dribble. Mateo and now Golashevsky at the logo. Danny Golashevsky gives over to Alan Ozoji, who puts it up, no good. And Golashevsky recovers, and there is Colby Sylvester. Doesn't get the shooter's roll. 38-24, still Brookdale with a 14-point lead. Harris no good on the three ball. And Golashevsky again with the handle. Colby Sylvester over to Neely. Goes inside, puts up the shot, and airballs it. Wow, bringing it up again. Kamar Thomas hits it. And that's a three. 38-27. Brookdale on top. Kamar Thomas really dominating in this first half of play, despite what the score says. Golashevsky is fouled going up. So he will get a chance at the line for two. Again, Danny Golashevsky, 6'1", a freshman guard out of Sayreville, New Jersey. Chance at the line for two shots. Both teams with 4 fouls in the game. Niles Haliburton checking in for Alan Ozoji. Andre Wells set to check in for Golashevsky if he makes this next shot. So Andre Wells checks in. So now currently on the court is Wells, Mateo, Neely, Haliburton, and Sylvester. Dukes have Waug, J.J. German, Ronald Smith, Torrey Harris, and of course Kamar Thomas. J.J. German against Wells, and now Kamar Thomas, the Euro step, puts up the shot off the back iron. Ronald Smith the rebound. And Kamar Thomas, three ball again, as an off the back foul on Torrey Harris. Harris complaining about that call. But the refs, of course, have the final say in that decision. Devin Strickland checking in for Ryan Neely. Paul Chizek acknowledging to Ryan Neely, good job. Which indeed, he did have a good job making that 1-3 ball and contributing for the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Here comes James Waug, all the way to the bucket, no good. And a rebound by Waug himself. Explodes to the rim again, no good. There's going to be a foul on Haliburton. Waug will go have a chance at the line for 2 shots. James Waug, a freshman guard out of Pleasantville, makes the first. The Rowan Dukes have a similar situation to Brookdale in that they have a whole bunch of freshmen. To be exact, basically everyone's a freshman except one of their players who is a sophomore, and that is Nazir Warren, number 45, who doesn't happen to be in attendance today. So there's an all-freshman squad playing for Darren Stalling in Collins Arena. 40-29, Brookdale on top, and a foul was called on James Waug. So it's going to be Niles Haliburton making the first shot at the line. Alan Ozoji checking in for Colby Sylvester. Haliburton makes the second. Brookdale with a 13-point lead over the Rowan Dukes. Their last game was a too close for comfort victory against a very testy Bergen Bulldog squad that they just happened to beat before winter break. And the score of that game was, if I'm looking at this game right, it was 102-84. That was their first game against Bergen, and then it was a too close for comfort 6-point victory away at Bergen County. Bergen giving Brookdale a run for their money in a very tough matchup. A tough cross-court pass from Waug over to Miles Sapp, and he hits the deck and gets fouled. It'll be Devin Strickland guilty of the call. Yeah, Brookdale having a way too close for comfort victory in that game against Bergen County, as Darian Cabrera, the younger brother of Frez Cabrera, checking in for the Brookdale Jersey Blues, checking in place of Devin Strickland. And same team there as Alan Ozoji with the rebound. Kevin Mateo pushing, stepping back, shot no good. Alan Ozoji looking to put it back up, and it's going to be a held ball. Possession going the other way in favor of Rowan. At the 3.5-minute mark of this first half of play. And the Rowan Cumberland Dukes, led by James Waug, bringing it up for the Dukes. J.J. German over to Miles Sapp. Miles Sapp blocked from behind, pinned by Alan Ozoji. Darren Cabrera over to Andre Wells. And Wells losing the possession And the Dukes will take back possession. 3:12 left in this first half of play. And Kamar Thomas gets called for a double dribble, so it'll go back to the Jersey Blues. Kevin Mateo over to Andre Wells. Wells over to Mateo. Mateo going inside, putting it up and laying it in. What a spin move by Kevin Mateo. That makes the Brookdale lead 44-30. James Waug over to J.J. German. German defended by Mateo. And crosses up Mateo. Goes inside. Gives it out. Kamar Thomas, the three ball. And airballs it. James Waug is blocked. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Alan Ozoji shaken up. And we'll consult with the athletic trainer and get patched up. Full timeout is called by the Brookdale Jersey Blues by Paul Chizak. Talk it over with his brain trust. 44-30, Brookdale on top of the Rowan Cumberland Dukes with 2:14 left. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Brookdale TV.
My name is Danny Galashevsky. I'm from Sayreville, New Jersey. I went to Sayreville High School. I'm a point guard here at Brookdale, and I chose Brookdale because during the recruitment process, they really made me feel like a family and that I fit in perfectly.
My name is Niles Haliburton. I graduated from Madawan Regional High School. I play small forward, power forward for Brookdale Basketball, and the reason why I came here because it's the best fit for me, and I'm looking to win the ring this year.
Hi, I'm Colby Sylvester. I'm from Passaic, New Jersey, and I went to Passaic High School in Passaic, New Jersey. I'm the point guard and the two guard on the team.
2:14 left in the first half. 44-30, Brookdale on top of the Rowan Cumberland Dukes. Here in the second of two games, a doubleheader here in Brookdale, and that's going to be a charge. That's going to be a charge called on Andre Wells. Saw a little bit of jawing there from James Waug as Rich Santos getting defended by Kevin Mateo. And Rich Santos exploding to the rim again for two. 44-32, Brookdale on top. Kamar Thomas trying to get the steal from Mateo. And Mateo putting it up, getting fouled by Kamar Thomas. That's going to be his second personal, the seventh team foul on Rowan. And Kevin Mateo will have a chance at the line for two and makes the first. Alan Ozoji checking in, as is Colby Sylvester, in place of Ron Flood and Andre Wells. And Kevin Mateo goes 2 for 2 in that sequence. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the broadcast. Dominic Sama along with the rest of the Brookdale TV crew. You just saw a pin there by Alan Ozoji, the newest Jersey Blue added to the squad as Kevin Mateo goes coast to coast for the lay-in. 48-32, Brookdale on top. A little confusion on the Brookdale defense as James Waug puts up the shot and is called for steps. Darian Cabrera, the kid brother of Fres Cabrera, giving over to Kevin Mateo, who shoots the three ball off the back iron. Isaiah Walsh with the handle against Niles Haliburton, puts it up, gives it over to Miles Sapp, who gets blocked by Alan Ozoji, but a foul called on Ozoji. Miles Sapp will head to the line for a pair with 55.4 to go. Shot went in and out, so he'll have a second chance at the line. Darian Cabrera over to Kevin Mateo, being defended closely by James Wild. Mateo over to Sylvester. He'll go inside, kicks it out. Darian Cabrera looks to step back, go inside. And here's Sylvester with the fadeaway shot, no good. 20 seconds left, and the shot clock is off. So Rowan will hold for the final shot of the first half. Isaiah Walsh, Rich Santos, 2 seconds, one. Rich Santos gets a shooter's roll and beats the buzzer. 48-34 will be the halftime score, with Brookdale in the lead over these Rowan Dukes out of Cumberland County. Again, 48-34, Brookdale with a 14-point lead. We'll be right back for the second half of play here on Brookdale TV. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Danny Galashevsky. I'm from Saraville, New Jersey. I went to Saraville High School. I'm a point guard here at Brookdale, and I chose Brookdale because during the recruitment process, they really made me feel like a family and that I fit in perfectly.
My name is Niles Haliburton. I graduated from Madawan Regional High School. I play small forward, power forward for Brookdale Basketball. And the reason why I came here because it's the best fit for me, and I'm looking to win the ring this year.
Hi, I'm Colby Sylvester. I'm from Passaic, New Jersey, and I went to Passaic High School in Passaic, New Jersey. I'm the point guard and the two guard on the team. And the reason I chose Brookdale is because I felt like it was the best decision for me and my family. And I saw that they won a regional, and I want to be part of that.
Hi, my name is Andre Wells. I'm from New Jersey, and I went to Madawan Regional High School. I'm a point guard for the Brookdale men's basketball team, and I chose Brookdale because it's a good fit for me and my family, and the basketball program is very successful.
My name is Devin Strickland. I went to South Brunswick High School. I'm from South Brunswick. I play small forward on the Brookdale men's basketball team. I came to Brookdale because of the coaching staff and the winning coaches, and then I just fell in love with the school from there.
Hello, my name is Kevin Mateo, point guard at Brookdale Community College. Born and raised in Hackensack, New Jersey, and I came to Brookdale because Brookdale is a winning environment, and this is something I wanted to be part of.
My name is Rowan. I'm from Union, New Jersey. I graduated from Union High School. Forward here at Brookdale. I chose Brookdale because they have a very successful basketball team as well as an architecture program.
My name is Ryan Neely. I'm from Freelboro High School. I play shooting guard here at Brookdale. And the reason I chose Brookdale was because of the price and it's close to home.
My name is Darian Cabrera. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey, and I graduated from Mater Dei Prep. I'm the point guard of the Brookdale basketball team, and the reason I came to Brookdale is because it's close to home, it has amazing academics, amazing athletics, and when I grow older, I'm trying to become a dentist. I major in health science, and I really love the campus. It's very beautiful, and I like the way that I am welcomed into the community.
My name is Andrew Solomon. I'm a forward at Brookdale. I'm from Manasquan, New Jersey, and I chose Brookdale because the coaches were all welcoming and the past success.
What's up, guys? This is Dason Murder Jones. I'm from Hackensack, New Jersey. I play combo guard for Brookdale. The reason I chose Brookdale, I always wanted to play for a winning environment, and with Coach Chee's history, it's nothing but regional titles, national titles, and I always wanted to play for a winning coach, and I wanted to display my talent and my game on a big stage and try to advance my career in basketball, because this is what I love to do, and this is what I chose to do, and this is why I'm here. And I plan on being here for a long time and marking my word.
My name is Keyshawn Roche. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I play guard for this team. I decided to come to Brookdale because we have a great coaching staff, and I thought it would be a great place for me to start my basketball career. We have a national championship track record, and Coach Chizek's a Hall of Fame coach. I thought there'd be no place better for me to grow myself as a basketball player.
How you doing? My name is Tim Bala. I went to Jacksonville High School. I'm a forward/center. The reason I chose Brookdale because I believe that the coaching staff can make me the best player I can be.
What's up, guys? This is Dason Murder Jones. I'm from Hackensack, New Jersey. I play combo guard for Brookdale. The reason I chose Brookdale, I always wanted to play for a winning environment. And with Coach Chee's history, it's nothing but regional titles, national titles, and I always wanted to play for a winning coach, and I wanted to display my talent and my game on a big stage and try to advance my career in basketball, because this is what I love to do, and this is what I chose to do, and this is why I'm here. And I plan on being here for a long time and marking my word.
No Frez Cabrera, no Timmy Jombala, no problem for the Brookdale Jersey Blues. 48-34, a 14-point lead to start this second half of play here in Robert J. Collins Arena in Lincroft, New Jersey. Welcome back, everyone, and to everyone tuning in just in the past few minutes, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Dominic Sama, and along with the Brookdale TV crew, Sergey Kornienko, the productions manager, Ben in the control room, and everyone else in the Brookdale TV crew, we are glad to bring you coverage of Brookdale men's and women's basketball all season long here on Brookdale TV. As you see, Rich Santos taking the baseline, putting up and blocked yet again by newcomer to the Jersey Blues, Alan Ozoji, number 20 in the white jersey. Brookdale in the white jersey, red numbers and blue trim. Rowan of South Jersey and Cumberland, they're in the yellow jerseys, blue numbers and white trim. The Rowan Dukes out of Cumberland County. Brookdale deprived of Frez Cabrera due to an injury. He should be back by next week. And Timmy Jombala has an ankle injury, is on crutches, and he is in attendance, but is on the bench. The native from Montenegro will be out for at least a month from what Coach Paul Chizek told me in the beginning of the game before it started. Rowan still in possession. Kamar Thomas leading the scoring for the Dukes, laying it in there, exploding to the bucket. And it's 48-36 now. Brookdale still on top with a comfortable lead as Kevin Mateo finds an easy lane to the tin. Makes it 50-36. Brookdale on top with 19 minutes to go, 1 minute into the second half. Kamar Thomas, that's from downtown. Mateo. And Mateo, all the way from downtown himself, no good, but a rebound almost by Wells, but it tipped away, and it's going to be Rowan possession. James Wild bringing it up and pushing. Thought about going all the way in, now defended, a mismatch with Alan Ozoji. Bad pass from Isaiah Walsh, and we'll go back to the Jersey Blues. 11-point margin in favor of the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Brookdale, the only undefeated team in the NJCAA as of right now, even though that they are the 5th ranked team in the nation. And Devin Strickland, no good, but Alan Ozoji recovers and tips it back in to make it 52-39. Brookdale on top, 18:06 to go in this game. James Waug looking to hand off and doesn't. But here comes Miles Sapp putting it up, no good. Rebound by Miles Sapp again, trying to put it up, and again no good. And Kevin Mateo slips trying to grab the ball back. And all smiles here in Brookdale with a very comfortable lead over the Rowan Dukes. Brookdale 12-0 on the season, 8-0 in Region 19. And an illegal screen committed by number 11, Rich Santos, the freshman out of Turnersville, New Jersey. Majority of these players coming out of South Jersey, except for Jeremiah Ayala out of Roselle, who's not in attendance today. J.J. German is from Egg Harbor. He's in South Jersey. Bridgeton, New Jersey, that's the hometown of Ronald Smith. You see there a lay-in, and you'll see a replay. And a tied up at the timeline, and the possession will go back to the Rowan Dukes. Seemed like everyone diving for the ball there. Referees in discussion before they continue the play. 15-point lead for the Jersey Blues. Again, Dominic Salma here with you to bring you coverage of today's two matchups. First game was a win for the Brookdale women's basketball team over the Middlesex County College Blue Colts. And now Brookdale in the lead here, and Kamar Thomas for three from the left corner, from the right corner, excuse me. And it shrinks the Brookdale lead back down to 12. Kevin Mateo, defended by Thomas. He goes inside, goes up to the bucket, hacked and fouled. Will get a chance at the line for two. The foul will be on number 11. That's Rich Santos, and number 11 for Brookdale, Kevin Mateo, will take two shots at the line. Kevin Mateo is a 76% free throw shooter. Number 24, Tori Harris, checking in for Rowan. James Waug running the point for the Dukes. Brookdale in a stifling man-to-man defense. Brookdale known for its very stifling defense, holding their opponents down to 72 points per game, while they average 88.6 per game collectively as a team. Rich Santos at the top of the key, double teamed and stolen away by that's Kevin Mateo, and fouled. It's going to be on Rich Santos. Looks to be a flagrant one. Seems to be a flagrant one on Rich Santos. So Andre Wells will head to the line. Both players hitting the deck there as Andre Wells went up to the bucket. Obviously, Rich Santos showing that he's a very physical player. So Andre Wells will take 2 at the line. And indeed, it'll be a flagrant 1 on Rich Santos. Wells will make the first at the line, and he'll look to take the second here. And he does. A flagrant 1, the equivalent to a technical foul. And Niles Haliburton, no good on the lay-in. It'll stay with Brookdale. Andre Wells set to inbound from under the basket. Wells inbounds it to Mateo, and Wells misfires, and here comes Kamar Thomas at the other end. Go inside, putting it up and laying it in. Strong to the bucket for Kamar Thomas, and here comes Andre Wells. Gives over to Devin Strickland. Devin Strickland, cutting edge, no good. And here's Sapp, who loses the handle and go back to Brookdale. Frantic possession by Rowan, as they are still down by 14. Rowan stands at 2-7 in the league, 0-5. Check that, 2-7 overall, 0-5 in league play, in Region 19 league play. Kevin Mateo over to. It's good. And the lead is up to 16. James Wow grinding the point. Kamar Thomas against Andre Wells, now closely defended by Wells. Kamar Thomas puts up the jumper and in. Kamar Thomas most definitely in double digits at this point, leading the way as Kevin Mateo at the other end to the bucket for a reverse layup. Makes it 62-46. Kamar Thomas, a long 3-ball, and almost recovered by James Waug, but it will go in the possession of the Jersey Blues. Colby Sylvester will inbound to Kevin Mateo. Sylvester checking in for Wells. And Mateo at the right wing. Looking for the shot, gives it over to Alan Ozoji, who looking to dunk the ball, but blocked away from behind by Isaiah Walsh. A great block by Isaiah Walsh from behind that will give the possession back to Brookdale. And Colby Sylvester, the 3 is an air ball. J.J. German pressed by Kevin Mateo. And tipped away by Mateo, and here comes Devin Strickland. And they got numbers. Devin Strickland coast to coast to the bucket for 2. And a full timeout called by Darren Stalling. He will speak with his brain trust for a full timeout. 64-46, Brookdale with an 18-point lead, 14-18 left in this second half of play. We'll be right back on Brookdale TV. And we are back with 14-18 left. little info on Brookdale's newest player for this 2021 to 22 campaign, Alan Ozoji. He is a native of Union, New Jersey, stands at a very tall 6'8", in place of Timmy Drombala, coming just in time to check in for Drombala as the Montenegro native sits out with an ankle injury, most likely for the next month. J.J. German inbounds over to Torrey Harris. Brookdale with their stifling full court press. And here comes Isaiah Walsh, who's blocked from behind by Ozoji. And Kamar Thomas recovers, puts a layup one more time, and in this time for Kamar Thomas. What a shot by Thomas. Puts them up to 48 points collectively as a team. And here's Ozoji stolen away by Torrey Harris. Isaiah Walsh over to Kamar Thomas. Has some contact there. And there's some contact right under the bucket where Miles Sapp puts up the layup and gets counted for the basket and the foul. He'll have a chance at the line to convert it to a three-point play. Sapp gets the shooter's roll. And Brookdale will take back possession 64-50 on top of the Rowan Dukes. Kevin Mateo, Ozoji, Haliburton wide open at the left corner and hits the three ball. Ronald Smith, check that, J.J. German kicking it over. Miles Sapp going inside, laying it up, no good. And Ozoji the rebound, ripped away, and here comes Kevin Mateo at the other end. Colby Sylvester putting it up, and almost got the basket, but a foul called, so he'll get a chance at the line for two. Colby Sylvester shifty with his handles. Number 3, Colby Sylvester, heading to the line for two. A 5'9" freshman guard out of Passaic, New Jersey. Missing the first shot at the line. Sylvester, an 80% free throw shooter this season. As Andre Wells checks back in. Darren Stalling, the head coach of the Dukes. Third year leading the Dukes here for Rowan of Cumberland, standing at 2-7 overall. And the ball is stolen away again by Brookdale. It's going to be a held ball and seems to be a possession staying with Rowan, and that'll be a technical foul on J.J. German. J.J. German got teed up by the referee. That's the second technical foul on the Dukes. Niles Haliburton will be sent to the line to shoot a pair here for Brookdale. And the referees will go down to the other side of the court and give Haliburton a shot at two from the line. Makes the first. Niles Haliburton is a 6'4" freshman forward out of Matawan, New Jersey. Really a force to be reckoned with, as he averages 12.8 points per game, 73.1% from the free throw line, and 48% from the field. A whopping 48%. Standing at a very tall 6'4", but he is one heck of a shooter for the Jersey Blues, one of the best shooters that they have. James Waug against Andre Wells, putting it up. Turnaround jumper is good. Andre Wells running the floor for the Jersey Blues and fouled by James Waug. Danny Galashevsky checking in for Colby Sylvester. And Galashevsky will run the point now for Brookdale. Gives over to Wells. Alan Ozoji, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Wells got blocked from behind by Miles Sapp, and it will stay with the Jersey Blues. Ron Flood checks in for Brookdale. I'm overhearing from the crowd, happy birthday, Ron. I guess this is Ron Flood's birthday. And Niles Haliburton contributing with a 3-ball from the left wing in order to give Ron Flood his birthday present, a big win against Rowan. And it looks to be that way if they can hold this lead up for the rest of the game. Isaiah Walsh loses the ball, and now James Waug going inside in the baseline. Isaiah Walsh putting it up and in amid all the contact, getting the bucket to go to shrink this Brookdale lead to 19. Danny Galashevsky gets tipped away by Miles Sapp. It will stay with Brookdale. Andre Wells with possession. Double screen as Haliburton puts up another 3-ball. This time is a heat check for Haliburton. Rich Santos checking back in for the Rowan Dukes. Earlier in the game, committed a flagrant one on Andre Wells. It was a tough fall for both of them. As Santos goes inside, gets tripped up, and Ron Flood is guilty of the foul. Substitution will be Kevin Mateo checking in for Flood. Brookdale on pace to be 13-0 on the season and continue on their perfect record in the 2021-22 campaign. As James Waug makes the lay-in there, Danny Galashevsky bringing it up for the Jersey Blues. Galashevsky no good with the lay-in, so go back the other way. Rowan tipped away, and here comes Devin Strickland with the dunk. Look out from below, Devin Strickland makes the lead 75-56 in favor of the Jersey Blues. And the possession will go back to Brookdale after a misfired pass. Danny Galashevsky bringing it up for the Jersey Blues, and now Mateo at the left wing against Rich Santos. Has a shot. Gives over to Alan Ozoji. And a misfired pass from Andre Wells goes back to Rowan. Paul Chisak noticeably frustrated with that decision made by Wells, telling Wells he should have shot it inside the paint rather than have dished it out. J.J. German, defended by Galashevsky, double teamed. Here comes Rich Santos going inside, putting it up and in. Nice floater by Rich Santos to shrink the Brookdale lead to 17. Galashevsky had the shot, gives it over to Wells. Wells calming everything down. Kevin Mateo thought about the shot. Devin Strickland and now Mateo will take the shot off the back iron, and James Waug with it. James Waug off the screen. J.J. German puts it up, and no shot. It'll be on the floor. Danny Galashevsky guilty of the call. It will stay with Rowan. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 9:02 left in this matchup. German for three. Off the back iron, and Mateo grabs the board. And gives over to Strickland, and now Galashevsky kicking it out. Andre Wells from the top of the key and knocks it down. (78-58), Brookdale with an even 20-point lead. Desan Jones set to check in for the first time for Brookdale. James Waug, mid-range jumper's no good. James Waug putting it up again, easy lane to the bucket this time and laying it in. Timeout called by the Brookdale Jersey Blues. 8:20 left, 78-60, Brookdale on top. They're gonna figure out how to hold up this lead for the rest of the game. The rest of this game, as we'll step away for just a quick second. Don't go anywhere here on Brookdale TV. 78-60, just under 8:20 left, 8:15 left and counting in this game. Misfired pass from Andre Wells, actually a miscaught pass from Kevin Mateo. Desan Jones thinking about a three ball, giving it over to Danny Galashevsky. Desan Jones checked in for the first time today. Galashevsky, the pull-up J is good. 80-60, Brookdale on top, nearing their season average of 88.6 points per game. As Rich Santos is at the right corner, puts up the three ball, no good. And the possession will stay with the Rowan Dukes. Seven and a half minutes to go. Ronald Smith over to James Waug. Waug double teamed. Miles Sapp for three is short, and rebound by Desan Jones and a foul on Ronald Smith. That's going to be his first and team seventh of the game. So that puts Brookdale in the bonus. Number 23, Desan Jones, wide to the line for his first points of the game. Desan Jones is a 60% free throw shooter. And he'll make the first. Jones will go for the second here. And in and out. Galashevsky with the rebound. He'll do the fadeaway J is good. Danny Galashevsky lighting it up for the Brookdale Jersey Blues in the second half of play. Ronald Smith open for three, no good, and a rebound by James Waug. And Ronald Smith will put it up, and a foul. And it's going to be on Alan Ozoji. Ozoji committed his second foul of the game. And that's Brookdale's 7th foul of the matchup. Ronald Smith is shaken up. Something wrong with his ear. Coach Darren Stalling helping him out. And Ronald Smith will check out, and Kamar Thomas will shoot in place of Ronald Smith. Smith misses the first, or check that, Thomas misses the first. Thomas, a 67% free throw shooter, makes the second. Kevin Mateo, defended by Thomas, is over to Alan Ozoji, mismatch with Thomas, puts it up no good, and Rich Santos with the board. Brookdale applying their stifling full court press defense. The foul's going to be on Andre Wells, and both teams both in the bonus, which means that both teams will be heading to the line for a 1-and-1. James Waug will head to the line. And misses the second. And here comes Galashevsky. Andre Wells, bring it back out. Galashevsky thought about the shot, puts up a free throw. J is good. 85-61, Brookdale on top, 6:18 left in this matchup. James Waug putting it up and blocked away by Dasan Jones. And last possession off the hands of Waug, so go in possession of the Jersey Blues. Ron Flood checking back in. A happy birthday chants from the crowd yet again. And Danny Galashevsky again laying it in. Galashevsky having a great day for the Jersey Blues. Under 6 minutes left in this matchup. Brookdale with a very comfortable 26-point lead over the Rowan Cumberland Dukes. James Waug kicking it out. Kamar Thomas, lethal from three, no good. And James Waug will put it back up. No good, foul called. It's going to be on Ron Flood. The birthday boy hacked and fouled. James Waug. And I guess for his birthday present, Ron Flood will be fouled out of the game with 5 altogether. So that means Ryan Neely, number 14, will check in for the Jersey Blues. Ryan Neely, a 6-foot freshman guard out of Freehold Borough, currently only has 1 3-pointer in the stat sheet as of right now. As Neely will go inside, kicking it out, and Andre Wells gets blocked away, and here's Mateo fouled. And it's going to be is going to be on Kamar Thomas. Kevin Mateo will go and shoot for a 1-and-1. And Mateo matches the season average of 88 per game. Devin Strickland checking in for Mateo. So the Jersey Blues up 89-63 on top of the Rowan Dukes. This game all but over with just over 5 minutes to play. Miles Sapp puts it up. No good. A rebound by Rich Santos puts it up. Count the basket and the foul. So Rich Santos, number 11 in yellow, will head to the line to convert a 3-point play. The referee made a mistake in saying 3 shots for Rich Santos. Of course, made the basket and the foul, so it had to be 1 shot, and he corrected himself. Little thing to point out. Just under 5 minutes to play, and Brookdale calling a timeout, 89-66. A 23-point lead in favor of the Jersey Blues. Again, 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes left here to play here on Brookdale TV. The final of these 2 games today that we've had. A win for the Brookdale women and a possible win for the Brookdale men if they keep this up for the next 5 minutes. Brookdale set to advance to 13-0 on the season and 9-0 in league play. And they continue to dominate the Region 19 league, being the number 1 just over Montgomery County College, which is the only college on the schedule that they don't play coincidentally this season. And third place is Northampton. They play the Northampton team at home later on in the month of February. We'll have that call for you here on Brookdale TV. And to be exact, Brookdale plays Northampton on February 12th. That's a Saturday at 2 p.m. And that's going to be probably one of the biggest marquee matchups of this season. So I hope all of you either make time to attend the game or make time to tune into that game. Again, mark your calendars, February 12th, a Saturday, home against Northampton Community College at 2 p.m. 2 high caliber teams between Brookdale and Northampton. Brookdale being number 1 in Region 19, Northampton being number 3 in Region 19 league play. Danny Galashevsky with the possession, giving it over to Devin Strickland, and now Ryan Neely putting it up, blocked, no foul called. And Ryan Neely taking back the possession after a steal from Andre Wells. Danny Galashevsky faking the pass, no good on the layup. And Andre Wells putting it up again and in this time around. And this time definitely beating the season average of 89 points per game, 88.6 a game. And J.J. German, the NBA range 3, trims the Brookdale lead down to 19, 91-72. Danny Galashevsky over to Deshaun Jones. No good on the 3 there. And a pass from James Wild off the mark. Will stay with Rowan. Check that. I guess the score remains 91-69. 3:32 to go. And a great pass from Wag over to Kamar Thomas. I'm interested to see how many points Thomas collected in this game against Brookdale. And Desan Jones, the fake and the lay-in, no good. And Desan Jones with the steal from Kamar Thomas, puts it up, and this time lays it in. The exclamation point for the Brookdale Jersey Blues in this matchup. 93-71. We're under 3 minutes left in this game. Kamar Thomas in and out with a 3-ball, and Desan Jones the rebound. Galashevsky brings it up. Darian Cabrera, younger brother of Fres Cabrera, putting it up and in. Check that, Darian Cabrera. I have to get used to that now. Darian Cabrera laying it in for the Jersey Blues, and brings the Brookdale lead back up to 24, 95-71. They're nearing 100. This will be the 3rd time this season if they get up to 100 in this game. And the 3-ball by J.J. German is good. All the way from Egg Harbor Township. 95-74. They're closing in at 2 minutes left. Desan Jones, the 3, short. Let's look at the next matchups for these two teams, because this game is basically all but over with 104 seconds left in this game. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Brookdale Jersey Blues will play at Middlesex County College Thursday the 20th at 7 p.m. And another lay-in there for Darian Cabrera. 97-74, Brookdale on top. And a traveling call on Rowan. But again, Brookdale looking to keep their undefeated hopes alive against Middlesex County College at Middlesex Thursday the 20th, this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Desan Jones laying it in for Brookdale. As by Thursday, Coach Chizek said that should be the time when Fres Cabrera should be back for Brookdale. 101-74, Brookdale on top. This is the 3rd time this season that Brookdale has broken 100. And J.J. German's shot is no good, 42 seconds to go. Next game for Rowan College of Cumberland will be at home against the high caliber Atlantic Cape Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the 18th at 6 p.m. And before we end here, with 25 seconds to go, 18 seconds on the shot clock, we want to thank you for tuning in. And we want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, my name is Dominic Sam. I'm always honored to bring to you coverage along with Sergey Kornienko behind the camera here as our productions manager for Brookdale TV, Ben in the control room, and the rest of our Brookdale TV crew. They just brought down the Brookdale lead to 99, so shot clock is off, and they will not hit 100 this season for this game, but all smiles on the Brookdale side as they will win in a big statement win against the Rowan Cumberland Dukes, 99-75, another home win under the belt for the Brookdale Jersey Blues. I want to thank you for tuning into this doubleheader A big win for the Brookdale women's squad against Middlesex, and a big win for the Brookdale men's squad, continuing their undefeated streak, 13-0 now, against the Rowan Cumberland Dukes. Their next game at Middlesex Thursday the 20th at 7 p.m. For all of us here in Brookdale TV, Sergey Kornienko, Ben in the control room, and everyone else again here at the Brookdale TV squad, my name is Dominic Sama, and so long from Lincroft, as we'll be back for you